weeks ago, we had an episode on narcissists, how to spot a narcissist. And my DMs, my phone, the text messages, we went on gossip blogs. There was so much going on that topic. So today, we're going to talk about something that kind of sort of correlates with narcissists, just to give you guys some of the answers you were asking me about. And that's why we're going to delve into the conversation of love bombing, which is, you know, a very toxic trait to have in any type of relationship, whether it's a friendship or a romantic relationship. Love bombing is never, ever good. You want to stay tuned and stay with us whilst we delve into this topic. Welcome to the Better You podcast, something that you need because it starts with a better you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and rate. Follow us on all social media platforms at Better You PD by YS. As usual, you know I don't disappoint with the guests. So my guest today, whew, I think she came to slay. She is looking stunning. She is looking beautiful. And I know she's definitely had an experience with a love bomber because she is just way, way too fine. Aww. She's an actress. She's a brand ambassador. She's a model. She's everything. She's all that and more, as well as she is a mom. I can't believe she's a mom. By the way, here we go, the beautiful, stunning drum roll, Haley. Oh Haley, the goddess.
Hey, how you doing, girl?
I'm blessed. Look at you looking like a goddess. You look stunning. You're in my favorite color, blue.
I know,
I
right?
need the shoes and I need the corset.
I got you.
Girl, you did not come. Haley came to slay. She did not come to play. You look good.
Thank you. You look good too.
Thank you. What have you been up to? How are you feeling?
Just been up to a lot of work. Obviously, always acting. Feeling good. Yeah, just work.
Work? Mm-hmm. Work is always good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've been in a good mood. I've been feeling very positive, very grateful. I've been working very, very hard. And I'm like really excited about everything going on. I'm excited about the Better You podcast. I'm hoping that my viewers, that you guys are watching, you're learning something and you're applying it in your every single day life. Now, Haley, I know you watched the episode on the narcissist.
Yes.
How was that for you?
When I watched it, I kind of felt like I could relate to it so much. I've dated a narcissist before. I feel like it actually brought out some anger in me and stuff that I thought that I had healed from. So watching it was kind of intense for me.
Yeah. Then this is going to be even more intense.
Yeah.
Did your narcissist love bomb you?
Yes, he did. In the beginning, he love bombed me. And then when I think he saw that I was vulnerable and I showed how much I loved him and let my wall down, then he changed immediately.
Yes, that's a typical narcissist trait. But let's not even make this too much about narcissists. Let's focus on the love bombing. What love bombing is an abuser showing you an obsessive, overly love and attention in exchange to get what they want from you. They basically love bomb you in order to get what they want. So they love bomb you to gain your trust. You know, to make you feel like they know you so well, to make you feel like they are there for you. And yes, a lot of narcissists do love bomb, but it's not necessarily that all narcissists love bomb. Not necessarily that all love bombers are narcissists, but it is very common in that type of personality disorder.
Right.
And I must also say this and be clear with this, that a friend could also love bomb you. A family member could love bomb you. Love bombing, although is usually in a romantic relationship, could also be not in a romantic relationship. Because again, the point is for the abuser to get what they want from you. Right. So if you have a friend that wants something from you, they could love bomb you. They could love bomb you. If that friend knows that, oh, maybe you don't have a car, they could just suddenly every single day offer you their car. or offer you their second car, and you would sit there and think, oh my God, oh, my friend Gloria loves me so much. She's always giving me her car. You would now start to let your guard down around this person, thinking that Gloria loves you so much, and only in return would you later on find out that, wow, Gloria was actually the devil.
Wow. That's actually something for me to learn. I know about the romantic part, like you said, but a friend, like, okay, I'm a female, I have another female friend and she's love bombing me. You need to tell me more about that.
Well, I actually experienced that.
Wow.
I actually experienced that from a female that I thought was my friend, or I should say I thought was on my side, that was going up supporting my business, spending a lot of money on my business, just popping up on my business, offering me stuff, buying me expensive stuff, only for me to later find out that she planned to poison me. So,
Are you
well, actually she
serious?
did, I should say. Not that she planned, actually she did. But that's why I'm telling you that love, she actually had a whole plan for me, a completely different plan for me that I didn't know.
Wow.
You know, but all I was thinking was, oh, she's cool. Oh, she's wholesaling from my shop.
Right,
she's doing
right,
this. She has her
right,
own
right.
shop, and she's wholesaling sugar coated, and you know, going to sell sugar coated at her shop. So this is a good person. This is a person
that's
supporting my
crazy.
business. And then she ended up like poisoning me and doing all this other stuff, and I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
So she actually spent money to poison you?
Yeah, I think it's what we call like the honeymoon stage of a
Okay.
relationship, right?
Okay.
So all toxic relationships have the honeymoon stage. The honeymoon stage is normally, you know, like when you first get the boyfriend and in the beginning and everything seems good.
You got
and
the
then
butterflies and everything. Everything is so perfect.
that's called the honeymoon stage.
Right.
But you could again have that. I just want to put the facts out there because I don't want people to think that love bombing is only in romantic relationships.
Right.
It is high. The numbers are higher in romantic relationships, but it can also be in a platonic relationship
Right.
because it's just about an abuser doing what they have to do to get what they want from you, right? Because normally everyone has like their routine, right? Everyone has like, okay, when I first meet a friend, I don't bring them to my house or this or that. So they do things to let you bring your guard down.
Exactly.
And then once your guard is down, then the abuser just prances on you, like attacks. Attacks on you. So it can.
You've actually brought something to my mind. This can also happen in the workplace.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody trying to set up their boss. So you think you have the best employee. They're worshiping you, doing everything you say, even posting you, oh, my boss, my oga, my chairman, my chairwoman, and not knowing they have plans to do stuff to you, like
Yes.
maybe, you know, steal from you, rob you.
Yep.
So that actually makes a lot of
Yep,
sense.
that is when the relationship is in its best colors. Then it goes to like the tension stage, right? And in the tension stage, it's like things start changing, and normally the victim is like a little confused, like you're like,
Like,
what?
what's going on?
You're what? But remember that you have seen this person in such a positive light. So in your mind, in the tension stage, maybe this is your fault. Maybe you're doing something wrong. So now you start going, the victim now starts going above and beyond to make the other person happy. Right? So like now is the tension stage. Sometimes in this stage you might walk on eggshells. Like you might be careful what you say or what you do because you don't want to tick your abuser off. But at this point you don't realize that this person is your abuser. In your mind it's just like, yeah, I just want everything to go back to how it was.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You're actually making me think deep. Like, wait, hold on.
Then it goes to the fight stage. So then it goes to the fight stage. And the fight stage is when like you're fighting with the person, you're arguing with and again, this cycle is just a cycle of any abusive relationship. You can have an abusive relationship with your parent. You can have an abusive relationship with a family member. You can have an abusive relationship with a lover. Like you said, an employee. You know, it can be everything. And
I've seen that happen, the employee thing. So that's why I was
that
like,
sounds
wait
like
a
you're
minute.
speaking from experience.
Yes,
Girl,
I
tell
am.
us about it.
Yeah, so I had, like you said, I'm a mom. So I had a nanny that was like always in my face, praising me. Oh, what can I do for you? What can I cook for you? Are the kids okay? This and this and that. And then I later found out that the whole time she was doing all that going the extra mile for me behind my back. She was literally trying to set me up. So I had a cleaner. So the cleaner used to come on the weekends because I believe like you should give your nanny like a day or two off. So I would give her 5 days a week, and then I gave the cleaner 2 days to work. So after she left, the cleaner tells me that, oh, something came up that made her talk about it. And she was like, oh, do you know that the nanny said that she's going to steal your ATM card? She knows your PIN. I don't know how she thought she knew my PIN. That wasn't true. She was like, oh, so in Tree, she said, Sikafuya and Sparrow. So she was telling the cleaner that the cleaner should put like chobo, like add extras on the market list and everything, because I'm rich. I'm like, oh wow, I'm rich. Thank you. Amen.
Amen. I receive that. When people say I'm rich, I always receive it.
All right, that's good. Amen. I receive it. But do you get my point? She was like, you shouldn't spare this woman. And she was trying to poison the cleaner's mind. And the cleaner, why she never came and told me, I feel like she was scared. So it was until she left, she finally said it. But I was like, you should have told me this from a long time ago, because you've been working with me before this nanny. So yeah, that's just a perfect example. So
I would say they both can't even be trusted.
Yes, exactly.
I would have gotten rid of that cleaner as well.
No, I've gotten rid of both of them. But she was like so perfect to me, and she was always doing everything so perfectly, not knowing she had all these plans behind my back.
Yeah, definitely an abusive relationship. Now, the signs, there are things you could spot out and look out for when it comes to love bombing. And the signs can be relative, right? Like the signs you might experience with your love bombing might be different from the signs that I would experience. Because what an abuser normally does is they listen to what you need. Like, oh, okay, Yazzi needs a $10 million house. That's what I need, guys, okay? Yazzi needs a $500,000 car. The abuser will now start to maybe offer you that. So in your mind, what would you think? Like, right now, what do you need?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah, what do you need?
I need a lot. Yeah, a house.
A house. Okay, you're trying to buy a new house.
Literally.
So if you're trying to buy a new house and then you're talking about it, and then a new guy offers you a house, what would you think right away?
I'm like, oh, he's so sweet, he's so caring. Like, wow, because a house is not cheap. So he's doing this for me. Oh my God.
What would you start to do?
Oh, I'll be more loving and more caring.
She's being very honest.
Yes, of course.
Because in your mind, you're not even thinking of a narcissist. You're not thinking of an abusive relationship. You're not thinking of love bombing. All you're thinking in that moment is, this guy is giving me everything
that I need and want.
And believe it or not, like, this causes different types of hormones in your body.
Yeah, I agree.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, and it causes hormones that would make you more happy. It affects your brain. It affects you emotionally. So when they start to withdraw, you start to crash.
It's like a drug, right?
That's exactly what it is.
It's addictive.
And then you also start to feel like, oh my God, like, we just met and this person is getting me a house. That means he's serious about me. That means, wow, this friend is such a good friend. You're just offering me a house. You get what I'm saying? Yes. So then you start to let all your guards down. And these type of people tend to also be very manipulative.
Yes, that I know. Very, very manipulative. That I know.
Have you experienced any manipulation?
Yeah, with the narcissist that I dated, he was very manipulative, to the point where there was a time he came home and he had I'll say lip gloss on his lips. And I remember this was 31st night, a couple of years ago or some years ago. And I was like, you have lip gloss on your lips. And he's like, you're seeing things.
Oh, I'm glad that you brought up the seeing thing. So, let me just say this. As I was saying that it causes hormones like dopamine in the brain and stuff like that. And it's very, very unhealthy for you. The reason why it's unhealthy is the feelings are not real. It's not real. When you just meet somebody and they're offering you all the things you could ever need, it's not real. So it's horrible for you. It causes all these rush and all these hormones that are not real that ends up affecting you. Because what ends up happening right after that is gaslighting, which is what you're talking about right now. Gaslighting is somebody making you doubt yourself, making you think that you're crazy.
You start questioning yourself, and you're like, wait, maybe I'm doing too much. Maybe I'm exaggerating and all that. I agree. Yeah. So he literally was like, you're seeing things. And I'm like, no, I can see lip gloss on your lips. And then I said, let's go to the mirror and look. And do you know what he did?
What did he do?
So I walked in front. No, maybe I should have walked behind him. He wiped it off, but I could when you could see, you could feel what someone's doing behind you. So he wipes it off, and then we walk to the mirror. He goes, see, there's no lip gloss there.
How did you know he wiped it off, though?
I think because he was walking like behind me, but on the side.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm sure I looked back because I'm like upset. Like, Luke, I'm taking you to the mirror to see this because you're telling me I'm seeing things. Okay, let's go look in the mirror and see the lip gloss. Mind you, we were supposed to go to church. It was 31st night. So I'm waiting for him at the house. And then he shows up around 11.
And so the 31st night, he has to prove to all his babes that he's the real deal. So he spends a little time with
whatever
babe
he
A,
wants to do,
then
that's
babe
fine.
B.
But don't tell me I'm stupid. There is lip gloss. Have you seen your lip gloss?
Yes, I
the way
see my
it's
lip
pink
gloss.
and popping. The lip gloss was like that
How
on
do
his
men?
lips.
How do you forget that? That is lip
So
gloss.
obviously you must have been kissing someone in the car because I probably in the car and you had to drop them off or something.
So what happens with the gaslighting is then they devalue you, right? So now they start to devalue you. Then you start to feel less, and then you feel the need to like match up to whatever expectations that the person is on or whatever level that it's. Listen, it's crazy. What I will say though is, as much as love bombing is a horrible thing, there might be 1 or 2 times that love bombing could be genuine. There's a very small percent, and it's very hard to differentiate between genuine, like there's some people that are just genuinely caring, loving, and helpful that would help you, right? So it's hard to differentiate between the two. But what I will say is that take your time. Whether it's a friendship, whether it's a relationship, you have to take your time because anything real takes time. Yes, there are always exceptions. There are people that meet and get married the same day and stay married for 50 years. There are people that take their time and get married 20 years and break up, yes. But majority carries the vote, guys. So just take your time. Do not rush. Whether, again, it's a relationship, a friendship, a work, do not rush. And then, like I always say, I feel like I'm being so redundant now because I've said it so many times on here, is to know and understand yourself. Okay. Because when you know...
I agree. I totally agree with that. You need to know yourself. You need to know what you like, what you don't like. You need to know your flaws. You need to know what makes you vulnerable, especially if you're going into a relationship. So I actually do agree with that because if you don't know yourself, like you said, anyone can just come and be a narcissist towards you or even love bomb you because you don't even know anything about yourself. So they, as an experienced person and an intelligent manipulative person, are seeing all these flaws and loopholes and you don't even know about yourself.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't even know what's going on. By the time you know, it's too late.
Yeah, because when the devaluing state comes in, it's very hard to leave. Because now, like, you feel like this person is such a good person, you feel attached to this person, and it becomes very, very hard to leave, and it's a toxic relationship. It's not a real relationship, so it's even worse. And again, a good way to avoid this is, one, as we spoke about, is to know yourself. Because when you know yourself and you stay true to yourself, your boundaries and what you know, these things won't happen. You know, someone that really genuinely cares about you will respect your boundaries. Will be like, okay, yeah, Haley doesn't like this. Haley wants to take her time. Haley doesn't want to do this yet. They will respect that. But like a love bomber, a narcissist, or a toxic person would not respect that. They would want to just continue imposing on you and continue doing what they want to do. And again, if it's too good to be true, it just might be
too good to be true.
Yes.
But I have a funny question. How do you deal with staying true to yourself and having boundaries in an African relationship? Obviously, we are of Ghanaian descent. We stayed abroad. I'm just throwing this question to you randomly because it came to my head. Because sometimes you might think you're giving this man, because we're females, your boundaries and all. But maybe in African culture, that's not really what it's supposed to be, and you're supposed to agree with it or let it go. Just a random thought.
I actually love this question. I love this question. And the reason why I love this question is this is why the Better You podcast was created. I'm not saying that I'm a perfect person. I'm not saying that I know everything. I learn every day. I'm very open-minded. I'm learning every day. I'm taking classes every day. I'm reading every day. And I do understand and know that in order to be the best version of myself, I need to learn, and that's why this podcast was created, because I've been through a lot and my friends have been through a lot. And I want to share these experiences with you guys in order to maybe help you guys avoid the mistakes that we have made. So how do you deal with that is exactly what we're talking about now. Learning what love bombing is, learning what a narcissist is, knowing yourself, understanding yourself, knowing your self-worth, knowing that you are who you are, and no matter what, who you are is the right way to go, knowing that your boundaries are the right thing in the right way, and no matter what someone does or says, that person cannot peer pressure you or force you into doing something that you would not want to do or you wouldn't do. You avoid that by knowing the difference. Like, okay, you said you want to buy me a car. I said I'm not ready. I don't want the car yet. Don't force the car on me. I don't want to have sex yet. I don't want to go on a trip with you yet. Respect that. Someone that genuinely cares about you, that wants to get to know you, would do that. Like, oh, we just met. Okay, you want to get me a $100,000 gift? Okay, cool. You could take the gift, but don't feel like you owe the person anything. If that person feels like they're rich enough to get you a $100,000 gift, hey, I will gladly accept it. But do not expect anything back, and don't feel like you're forced to go back. And what I will say too is that sometimes you can't avoid adversity. Bad things will happen to you. It's important that you grow and you learn from what you're going through. Love bombing can happen to anyone, and because it's hard to differentiate between it, that is even more reason why it can literally happen to just anyone.
It is very hard to differentiate, because you might think the person is just really caring.
Exactly.
I'm actually learning more as we're sitting here talking.
You might think that the person is really caring, but not. You might think that the person just wants to be nice to you. You might think that maybe because you're Haley, you're an actress, this person wants to do this. It's something that I always say. Nothing is free. There was a time I was offered $10,000 to go to dinner with someone, just dinner, and I didn't go. And everyone around me was like, "Oh, you're so stupid." I said, "Nothing is free. Why would someone I don't know
get up and
offer me $10,000 to go to dinner? Obviously, he's gonna want something back from me, and I don't want any problems with anyone. I definitely understand that I'm in Ghana. The rules are different. It's not like America. The laws are different. So I'm not gonna put myself in a situation that I cannot get out of." And this is an example of me staying true to myself and me staying true to what I know. Who knows what would have happened. There's a song by Katy Perry called Hot and Cold, because you're hot and you're cold. Right. And not, you should look up that song, because that song has a lot of examples about love bombing if you want to know a little bit more. It really does that. And guys, are you listening? Are you with us? Make sure that you're commenting, you're liking, and you're subscribing, as well as you're following us on all social media platforms at BetterUPD by YS. Okay, stay with us. Feel free to comment, share any thoughts, any questions that you may have. We will gladly answer all of them. What game should I do with her? I have a couple of more things to talk about. Now, guys, let's keep in mind that a narcissist and an abuser does not take boundaries well. So this is something that you might always want to keep in mind. And any healthy relationship with parents, friends, family, cousins, romantic, always take time. So please take your time with it. Now I'm going to get into a few more things you can do to help you spot a love bomber or a narcissist or an abuser. Let's just call them abusers. But before that, I want to lighten the mood a little bit. Haley, who is your favorite artist?
So I have a lot of favorite artists, but Stoneboy is one of my
Really? A
favorites.
couple of people have said that. A couple of people. I'm gonna have to get in tune with my Stoneboy, with my BIM Nation, and get to know him a little bit more. So, what's your favorite song by him?
Therapy.
Therapy?
Yeah.
What song is that? I don't think I've heard it.
Are you serious?
Is it a popular song or what's it on the album?
It's a very popular
Sing
song.
it, let me see.
Oh gosh, my voice.
Oh, girl, come on. It's just for fun.
Lauryn Hill, but the frog version. Girl, you give me therapy. I'll end it there, please.
Oh, we need one more line.
No,
Girl,
please.
you give me therapy.
No, it's okay. It's
Girl,
okay.
you see,
Go
I never
ahead.
even heard the song, and I'm singing it
No,
for you.
the song is nice, but
So sing one more line.
Oh, Lord Jesus Christ.
One more line. You. Girl, you give me therapy. Okay, we're gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, let's
Therapy
check it out.
by Stoneboy. And listen, speaking of therapy, you're gonna need a lot of therapy when you deal with a love bomber or any abusive
Exactly.
person. Another sign is they give you more gifts, a lot of gifts, and a very expensive gifts. And remember, it's like when your grandma or your mom gets you a gift, it's normally like maybe something very personal, like something they made for you, or your mom or your grandma will brag like, can you believe I got this on a discount? I got it for this price. People that really genuinely love you are gonna get you gifts. You're gonna be happy and proud, but it's not necessarily, they're just hey, this gift costs $10,000. You know what I mean? So when someone is like always overly expressing how much a gift costs, that is also like a sign. It's like the person wants you to see and feel like, yeah, I got you a Cartier bracelet. I got you a Van Cleef. No one would get you that. Like, you know, that's so expensive. These are all signs. Now, before we go, I'm going to list 6 things that I personally think could help you avoid being in a relationship with an abuser.
Okay.
Number 1, be observant. Be observant and pay attention to things. Number 2, share information with friends and family because they're not in the relationship, so they're not feeling that high that you're feeling. So if something is off, they would be able to tell you. Number 3, set boundaries. Either they're going to reject it or accept it. Someone that loves you would understand you and accept your boundaries. Be true to yourself. Do not walk on eggshells. In any relationship that you have to walk on eggshells, girl or guy, you gotta go. The last but very, very important part is it's hard to listen to your heart and your head at the same time, but you kind of have to find the balance between the two because that is what is going to help you to be distinct. You have to stay grounded and have conversations with your head and your heart. Love bombing is very, 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 very hard to stay away from. It can happen to anyone because it can just happen. Who doesn't want to be loved? Who doesn't want attention? Who doesn't want to find the one? We all want to be happy. We all want God to bless us with the best of everything. So it's very easy, but stay observant and stay vigilant. Any last words, Haley?
Yeah, I think another thing is you should talk to your elders. That really helps. Like when I'm in a relationship, I talk to my mom a lot and even my dad because, you know, they have more experience and to get more points of views. Sometimes we feel like, oh, they're too old. They don't know what's going on. This new generation and Gen Z, but you'll be very surprised that when you talk to them, ask them for advice, you actually get a lot. And you can apply it to like the new generation. So I think you should talk to your elders. And of course, more important, pray. Always pray so God can reveal to you if this relationship is meant for you or not.
Your social media handles?
Okay, so my social media handles IG Haley Sumney Official, Snapchat The Ghana Goddess, Twitter at Haley Sumney.
And guys, you already know it's your favorite host, your favorite girl, your stylish girl. Thank you to @ShopSugarCoated. You can find them on all social media @ShopSugarCoated, sugarcoated.com. Find the shop in East Legon, She 10 Boundary Road. Sugar Coated is there. Thank them very much. They always sponsor my lovely outfits. Sometimes even outfits for my guests as well. You can find me on all social media platforms @Yazzisangari. And to stay connected with this podcast, it's the Better You PV by YS. Everything you need is right there on the screen. Again, thank you so much for sharing your quality time with me. You could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here. I hope you learned something from this. If you have any questions, anything you want to dissect, anything you don't understand, anything you want to talk about, Feel free to leave a comment, a DM. It's your girl Yazzi, and I'm here for you. Remember, it starts with a better you.